Hi, I'm Dr. Lorne Hammond, and we are in the collections of the Royal British Columbia Museum, which belong to the people of British Columbia. And I'm going to talk to you today about a piece of presentation silver in our silver collection, a silver tray. And why would a silver tray be of historical interest? It actually has a pretty tragic history. In 1864, a wagon road was being forced through the territory of the Chilcotin people, and warfare erupted. The events of the Chilcotin War left deep wounds for the Chilcotins people. It left a belief that you could not trust the word of government, you could not trust the courts or the police. But the suppression was done in typical sort of British colonial methods. And in the final imperial moment, the council and the governor sent to San Francisco for sterling silver presentation tea sets to be presented to the chief of police, to the leaders of the two expeditions, one which went in from Quesnel and one which went up from Butte Inlet. Somewhere in the 1870s or so, Chartres Breu died, and his family was able to buy the tray at his estate auction, and they took it to England. It returned to the province in the 1930s, was later donated, and has been sitting in our silver collection for decades. I've looked at that tray as a curator and went, it's a tray in recognition for the suppression of the insurrection of the Chilcotin Indians. That's kind of what it says right on the tray. And I said, this is something from our colonial past that I can't put out at this moment. I later learned from His Honor Stephen Point that he'd been presented with a talking staff carved with the images of the chiefs and given to him to display at Government House until justice was done. And this led, through court cases and insistent litigation by the Chilcotin people for justice, to a formal apology from the province. And as we were working on an exhibit on the gold rush, I thought, now there's a moment that we can put this tray out and balance it with the staff from the Chilcotin people and tell the story of what happened to them in the gold rush, which has left not only wounds in the community, but has also been a deep part of identity and strength and resistance. And the Chilcotin people today have control over their resources and lands. And the meaning of this tray, and as a museum professional, I find this really interesting. It's just a tray. It's a silver tray with some engravings on it, but its historical meaning has completely reversed in our time. And I find it very interesting when an object keeps changing its meanings. When it was given, it was a thank you for a job well done for a colonial government. It became an offensive statement about injustice, and now it becomes a reflection of looking back on our past and where we are today.